What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review on Revenge, directed by Coralie, Fargeat, excuse me if I pronounced the name wrong, and it stars Matilda, Anna, Ingrid, Lutz, pretty sure that's how you say the name, and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, Jen is enjoying a romantic getaway with her wealthy boyfriend until his two sleazy friends arrive for an unannounced hunting trip. As tension mounts in the house, the situation abruptly and viciously intensifies, culminating in a shocking act that leaves Jen left for dead. Unfortunately for her assailants, she survived and soon began a relentless quest for bloody revenge. And basically, it's almost like similar to other films you have seen in the past or recently. Basically, like that. Our main protagonist is kind of in a situation where they leave her for dead, and she comes and she wants revenge because what they did to her. And I say this film is incredible. I actually was surprised by this because I saw a trailer of this and didn't know what it looked interesting, because I'm always liking movies with that real grit of action, with the drama, intense. I enjoy that aspects of films like that, and this film actually surprised me on everything. It really was good, and this is a female director, Coralie. She did a phenomenal job. I never heard of this director, but her direction for this film was on point. It really shows that, and you don't know what's going to happen to you. It shows our leading character is having this great time with her boyfriend, but he has friends coming, and we see that in this film as it goes on. We know something as the film goes on. There's nothing no good, and we see that as it goes progress. And this film has some of the moments where we get to know that as it goes on. Now, some of it can be like going left field and stuff, like certain things happening you didn't expect to happen, or something just doesn't look like it could really happen. Some parts of the film felt like that on one particular scene, which I'm not going to spoil. For me, it kind of then that's where I'll get to that later on. It just those things like that. But this film shows us when she gets her revenge, that's when it really kicks in. It really shows that, like, towards the end, we get to see that grit, and we're like, oh. Because as this film goes on, it really gets bloody. It really does. It's like, this movie completely feels real. At times, I was like, shook, like, ugh. Like, certain things just happened in this film that just was like completely raw. This thing really goes for it. And that's really kind of surprising for a female director to go this far. And I would love to see this director really do a lot of action films that's like that, because she really knows what she's doing with this film. She does a phenomenal job for that. And the writers do well of giving us the care for this character, because when we get to Jen's character, which is played by Matilda, she does incredibly good. She does well. Her is, I could really buy into her surviving as this character, as she's like really cut and wound up. You could really see that, and you really feel that, and you could actually she kind of remind me of John McClane on Die Hard, that type of thing, where she's like she's at the place at the wrong time, basically. That she's in a situation now, but basically John McClane's a hero, so he had to protect people. But she was cut. She was like cut. She had to fix herself up with the tools she has as she's in this desert of somewhere that I think desert, if I'm not mistaken. You just feel for her character, and I think this film does that very well. And by the third act, it just gave me goosebumps. Everything with the blood and the action with it and the stuff. And it's not a lot of action. But the way the intense of it, when these certain characters and the ones you get in revenge, they get cut, you see that bloody, and it was just like, ugh. I enjoy it because that just shows this thing has some grit to it. It was like, ugh. It was satisfying to see how, and this is a rated R film, so everything is just totally violent and bloody right here. It's just a lot to play, and it just really gives that film a lot. And I think as we get to see these characters' motives, what they try to do to her, you're kind of like, you really hate them. You really hate these characters. And certain scenes, and this director and the screenwriters, thumbs up. The director knew what to give us, knew what kind of direction to go with this film, and I think that's what made this film work. And I just couldn't get enough of it. It was great. As far as the issues, I kind of say the beginning, like 30 minutes of it, we get to know the characters. I think it kind of like dragged on too long, and there's some slow burns in the film I kind of had. And then another part I did mention earlier is one of the characters, our leading characters, they somehow survived from this thing or whatever, and don't want to get into spoilers. She survived somehow from this dangerous injury, and it's kind of weird. I don't know how she did it, but that's just one of the things. I don't know how, but it's just a film. Some of it, like I said, it can go left field, and you kind of like question on it. If you rely on too much, you could probably say like, I should I watch the film? But I just let that alone because everything else worked in this film. So overall, I enjoyed it. This was great film, rated R, blood raw at best, and I'm gonna give Revenge a B+. Tell me what you thought about the film. Have you seen it? If you're not, if you haven't seen it, please check it out. Recommend you to. And if you have, please leave the comment down below. Tell me what is your favorite rated R film that has the blood and raw to it. I just want to know. Personally, I like Die Hard, other films, basically Die Hard. That's probably like a rated R film I really love. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, click thumbs up. Or if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. That's like I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.